And hello and good evening and welcome out to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark as Oklahoma City Comets baseball is on the air on AM 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, and the iHeartRadio app. Alex Friedman along with Logan Barandis here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Producer and engineer in our 1340 studios tonight is Jeff Gaddy. The Oklahoma City Comets, AAA affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers, meet the Sugar Land Space Cowboys, the AAA affiliate of the Houston Astros. Comets 4-4 the second half, 45-37 overall. Space Cowboys 6-2 in the half, 38-44 this season. Comets winning the opener 6-2 on Tuesday, and the Space Cowboys with a 4-3 win last night. Left-hander Cole Irvin's team-leading 17th start. He's 7-5 with a 3.81 ERA. 75 2/3 innings for Irvin. He'll face Braden Shoemake, who bats left, and the first pitch of the game is popped up left side towards the Comets dugout. Fitzgerald coming over, not going to have a play. It's into the seats. First pitch at 7:05 tonight. Irvin in those 75 2/3, allowing 41 runs, 32 earned, 88 hits, 34 walks against 37 strikeouts. Comets enter tonight having won each of his last 7 starts. Shoemake last night joining the Space Cowboys, continuing a rehab assignment. He's been on Houston's IL since June the 2nd, right adductor strain. Shoemake 0 for 3 with a pair of walks last night. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Irvin. Fastball missed down and inside. Shoemake 28 games with Houston this year, batting .243, 3 home runs, 8 RBI. Was acquired from the Yankees on April the 19th. 1 ball and 1 strike to Shoemake. Here's the pitch. Swings and fouls it back. Fouled by Shea Whitcomb and Lamont Wade Jr. here in the top of the first inning. 91 degrees at game time under mostly clear skies. Winds blowing from right to left in 9 to 10 miles an hour. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Shoemake. Irvin out of the stretch with nobody on base. His next pitch coming home. Down and inside, it's 2-2. Comets in their blue jerseys tonight. OKC across the front and blue letters outlined in light blue stripes on the sleeves and the collar. White pants, blue hats, OKC, and white letters on the front. 2-2 to Shoemake. Fouls one down the right side towards the Sugar Land first base coach Vladimir Sutil. Their manager Mickey Story coaches at third. 2 guys who both played for Oklahoma City during their playing careers. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Shoemake. Miller shifted to the middle, and Fitzgerald halfway between second and third. Next pitch from Irvin. Swings, and it's a line drive. Tibbs able to reach up and make the catch to start off tonight's game, having to find it through the sun. Inside the broadcast booth for those joining us on MLB Plus as well as Bally Sports Live, Alex Friedman saying a welcome and again happy 4th of July weekend, however you want to phrase it. Glad he could be with us here, and we're going to have some special treats coming up for you later to get into the 4th of July festivities as we go back to the action now. And Shea Whitcomb at the plate. The first pitch is called for strike 1. Whitcomb hitting .251, 6 homers, 29 RBI, and 43 games with Sugar Land. He's also had 17 games with Houston this year. Enters tonight 8-game hitting streak. Here's the pitch. He'll take it for strike 2. Pair of hits for Whitcomb last night, who finished 2 for 4 with an RBI. So not only hitting safely in 8 straight, 10 of 11 for Whitcomb. Starting play tonight. 0-2. Pitch to Whitcomb. This is high and outside. Just underway in a scoreless first inning at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Space Cowboys in their Vice blue jerseys tonight. Light blue with Space Cowboy logo on the front left side, Navy numbers on the front right side, and Navy numbers on the back. The pitch. Whitcomb will swing at a hard liner past it. Diving Fitzgerald in left field. Is going to roll all the way towards the base of the wall. Whitcomb on his way to second. He's in standing with a double as the throw to third. He'll make it hits in 9 straight for Whitcomb. And a scoring chance for the Space Cowboys here in the first. Scored once in the first inning last night. Lamont Wade Jr. the batter. Game 2 of his rehab assignment. Did not play yesterday. 1-3 with a walk on Tuesday. Wade only 4 games with Houston before he got injured. Right hamstring strain, landing him on the IL June the 9th. Pitch to Wade. It's a breaking ball downstairs. Picked up by Houston in early June after he'd been spending the season with the White Sox AAA affiliate in Charlotte. Parts of 7 years in 564 career Major League games for Wade. Counted 1-0. Holds the bat straight out from his chest. Irvin looked back at Whitcomb at second to pitch. Called for a strike. Comets outfield, left to right, going Ryan Ward, Alec Thomas, and Zach Earhart at third base. It's Ryan Fitzgerald. Shortstop Noah Miller, second baseman Austin Gauthier, at first base James Tibbs the third. Catcher Eliezer Alfonso. Early threat for the Space Cowboys here in the first with a runner at second, one out. Wade will take high for ball two. Home plate umpire tonight, Travis Brewer, joined with Ben Phillips, the crew chief at first base, and Austin Snow at third base. 2 balls and a strike to Wade. Here's the pitch from Irvin. Swinging a ground ball right side. Sliding stop made by Gauthier, the edge of the outfield grass. He throws to first for the second out. That will advance. Whitcomb to third. Brings up Zach DeZenzo. Last night, the Space Cowboys scoring 2 of their 4 runs with 2 outs, including one of those on a base hit by DeZenzo in the first. He's going to have a chance to do the same here tonight. DeZenzo hitting .277, 2 homers, 7 RBI in 24 games. He'll bat for the right side. Here's the pitch. A curveball a little bit inside. DeZenzo 1 of 3 RBI. Walking a run scored last night. In all 24 games he's played with Sugarland this year, he's reached base. Also 21 games with Houston this season. The pitch. Swings and misses at a cutter. Runner at third, 2 away for Sugarland here in the top of the first inning. DeZenzo last option of Sugarland June the 15th. Enters tonight having hit safely in 9 of his last 10. 1 ball and 1 strike the pitch. A little bit high to DeZenzo for ball 2. Space Cowboys overall good night with runners in scoring position yesterday, 4 for 11. 2 balls and 1 strike to DeZenzo. Here's the pitch from Irvin. Swing and a miss at a changeup. Makes it 2-2. DeZenzo will step outside the box, tighten up the batting gloves, adjust the helmet. Trenton Brooks on deck for Sugarland. Space Cowboys finishing last night with 4 runs and 8 hits. Out hit by the Comets 10-8. 2-2 to DeZenzo the pitch. Called for strike 3. So Irvin's going to leave him at it. On the first inning, no score. Left-hander Josh Hendrickson, tonight's starting pitcher for the Space Cowboys. 12th appearance, 8th start, 6-3 and a 4.56 ERA. 53 and a third innings, 29 runs, 27 earned on 54 hits, 16 walks against 46 strikeouts. Pitch to Zach Earhart. Misses high and outside for ball 1. Earhart batting .280, 12 homers, 55 RBI. Did not play yesterday. 2 of 4 with a home run and 2 RBI on Tuesday night. Here's the pitch from Hendrickson. Called for a strike. Well, what a month of June it was for Earhart, who batted .296 and 9 home runs, which was second most in the league. On base percentage over 400, OPS over 1,000. Played in all 25 games, so gets a day of rest last night. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch to Earhart. Curveball swung out and missed. Down to 73 miles an hour on the bender that time from Hendrickson. Fitzgerald and Thomas to follow here in the top of the first inning. Here's the pitch from Hendrickson. Missed down and inside. Comets never led last night. Overcame a pair of deficits, but Sugarland took the lead at 4-3 in the 6th, and that is the score the game would remain at for the rest of the night. Pitch is swung out and hit in the air to right field. Whitcomb drifting over now in towards his left. He'll make the catch. 1 down in the bottom of the first. Shane Whitcomb joined in the outfield with Lucas Spence in center and Lavont Wade in left field. The third baseman is Pascanel Ferreras. Donnie Sacco Jr. the shortstop. Second baseman Braden Shoemake. And first base Trenton Brooks and the catcher Cesar Salazar. Base is empty for Ryan Fitzgerald. 311, 7 homers, 55 RBI. Ferreras near the grass at third. Pitch from Hendrickson. Breaking ball down and outside. They'll peel the check swing. No swing, says Austin Snow at third. Comets manager Scott Hennessy coaches at third. The first base coach Tyler Hollow. Comets enter tonight, having won 4 of their last 6. 1 ball in it. No strikes. Here's the pitch. Swings and it fouls it out of play behind the plate. Well, Fitzgerald, a 6-game hitting streak entering tonight. Yesterday, 1 of 4 in RBI, sitting on 99 hits now this season. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Hendrickson. Up and in. Now Fitzgerald, a home run against Hendrickson when the Comets faced him in late May in Sugarland. We'll talk more about that outing later. Comets had good success against Hendrickson. Here's the 2-1. Swings and lifts a high pop fly at a shallow right field. Shoemake back from second, now angling back towards his right, will make the catch. First 2 batters have been retired for Alec Thomas. Thomas hitting .284, 2 home runs, 11 RBI in 20 games. 1 of 3 with a walk and a run scored last night. Comets only drew 1 walk. It's an early one drawn by Thomas against Lance McCullers Jr. in the 2nd inning. Only the 3rd time all year, 1 or no walks by this offense. The pitch is outside for ball 1, and the first time it had happened since April the 30th. Sacco plays up the middle. Here's the pitch from Hendrickson. This is up and in. Hendrickson coming off 5 scoreless innings against El Paso. Did not start the game. He piggybacked Lance McCullers Jr., who started last night for the Space Cowboys. Here's the 2-0. Slider in there for a strike. The 5 innings, no runs, 4 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts would earn the winning decision as the Space Cowboys shut out El Paso 11-0. Pitch to Thomas. Got knocked down, I believe, just deflected off Salazar's glove. No foul signal made. Oh no, was a foul ball. And now 2-2. Pitch from Hendrickson. This ball hit in the air to left field. Going back is Wade, now curling towards the corner. Will make the catch, couple steps from the line in a 1-2-3 inning. Well, the 2nd, no score. There's Oklahoma City Comets baseball presented by out of the 2nd inning, scoreless game. Trenton Brooks to lead off for the Space Cowboys. Inning 245, 1 homer, 12 RBI in 15 games. Bats from the left side. First pitch from Irvin, down and in. First time in 3 games this series. Neither team scored in the first. Brooks last night was 0 for 4, followed by Pasquinel, Ferreras, and Lucas Spence. Pitch from Irvin. Almost inside. Fitzgerald, the third baseman, halfway between 2nd and 3rd. And Miller up the middle as Irvin behind at 2-0. Here's the pitch to Brooks. That's way outside. Irvin last pitching last Friday in Reno, 4+ innings. 3 runs, 2 earned, 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. No decision for Irvin. Comets would win the game 8-6. Here's the pitch. Called for a strike. 6 hits were his most allowed since May the 7th. Kept the Aces scoreless through 3 innings before 1 of the 4th. And then 2 more in the 5th inning. Both the batters he faced in the 5th inning reached base and would come around to score after his exit. Last time he pitched at this ballpark, Comets would end up pitching a shutout against Sacramento. 3-1. That'll be in for ball 4. Leadoff walk here in the 2nd. Puts Brooks on for Ferreras.
And a much better pitcher in this ballpark this year compared to the road trips the Comets have taken.
Last 4 starts at home, just 4 total runs in 22 innings. Ferreras batting .377 in his first 21 games with Sugar Land. He's in for the right side of the pitch. It's down with a cutter. 2 home runs, 21 RBI for Ferreras. Multi-hit games in 10 of 21 since joining Sugar Land on June the 21st. One of those last night, he was 2 for 4, 2 RBI. One-0 pitch. Popped it up on the right side. Foul territory. Tibbs calling for it. Coming down the line will make the catch. Run remains on for Lucas Spence. No score in the second. Spence off to a great start since joining Sugar Land the beginning of their previous series. .370, he's 10 of 27 to start his time at AAA. 1 home run, 7 RBI. 2 hits for Spence, including a triple last night. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off to the left side. Now Tuesday night saw a 19-game hitting streak between AA and AAA come to an end for Spence. Again, 2 hits last night, so now his last 21 games between Sugar Land and AA Corpus Christi batting .395. He's got 34 hits in those 21 games, with 16 of them for extra bases. Here's the pitch. Missed a little bit outside with a cutter, maybe high. That was outside. 1-1 to Spence. Here's Irvin's pitch. Weak ground ball towards the right side. Irvin hustling, gets over, flips to Tibbs in time. One of those where they kind of looked at each other at first to see who was going to take charge. Irvin was the one who had to go get it so Tibbs could cover first. And able to pick it up, shovel it off all in one motion.
Tibbs had initially broken towards that ball. That last second communication with Irvin to get back to his spot.
It'll move Brooks to second. 2 away for Tommy Sacco Jr., switch hitter batting right. .225 average, 1 homer, 10 RBI. Here's the pitch to Sacco. He'll swing and hit a pop-up, shallow right field. Got the ear back. Earhart coming in, going to make. Bottom of the second inning, no score. James Tibbs the third will lead off. First pitch from Hendrickson. It's a breaking ball popped up. Left side foul territory. Salazar towards the Comets dugout. Now Ferreras comes in. It actually hits the railing. That ends up being a foul ball. The top step is considered in play. So fortunately that one just getting over the boundary into the Comets dugout. Here's the pitch to Tibbs. He'll take it for a ball with a curve. Hitting at .289, 21 homers, 68 RBI. 1 of 4 last night. Here's the pitch from Hendrickson. Breaking ball swung out and missed. One of the 3 home runs Comets hit against Hendrickson was by Tibbs. It was a pinch hit home run. Oklahoma City's first pinch hit home run in 5 years. The pitch is high. It's 2-2. Three home runs in that game against the Comets in late May. 3 against everybody else for the season. The pitch is a fastball called for strike 3. Well, all 4 of his strikeouts against Oklahoma City were on called third strikes in Sugar Land, and another one on a called third strike here. Brings up Ryan Ward. Ward hitting .254, 7 home runs, 33 RBI in 49 games. Third game back with the Comets after a month-long stint with the Dodgers. First pitch breaking ball is high. Now for Ward, this is something he has not seen in a while, a left-handed pitcher. Dodgers very intentionally used him against just right-handed pitching as the pitch is fouled off the left side. A 2 for 8 with a home run in his return. Enters tonight 3 hits shy of tying the Bricktown era career hits record and 4 hits away from setting a new one. 1-1 to Ward. That'll miss outside with a fastball. So on May the 29th, Hendrickson against the Comets, 5 innings, 5 runs, 6 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 3 homers. Did not start the game. Piggyback to rehabbing Hunter Brown. Breaking ball is hit in the air, shallow center field, down for a base hit. And now 2 away from tying Drew Avens for the career hits record.
Slowly picking at it this week. 1 hit in each of the first 3 games since returning.
Ward will be on with 1 out for Austin Gauthier. First game for Gauthier since last Saturday in Reno. Sitting the last 3, hitting .241, 3 homers, 25 RBI. That's right. First pitch from Hendrickson. Low for ball 1. That last game for Gauthier was a tough one. 0 for 5, 4 strikeouts. 0 for 9 over his last 2 games after he had been on a hot streak, batting .500 across the previous 7 games. Shoemake towards the middle. The pitch swung at, grounded left side. Ferreras picks it, hesitated at first. Throw to first. Second is in time, then on to first. And he'll still complete the double play despite the double clutch from Ferreras. No runs, a hit, and nobody left as we go to the third, no score. There's Oklahoma City Comets baseball presented by Courtyard by Marriott, Oklahoma City downtown. Top of the third inning, no score in Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Cesar Salazar to lead off. Bats left-handed. The first pitch from Irvin swung out in line into right field. It's a base hit on the first pitch of the inning. Salazar will hold up at first. Leadoff man is on for the second consecutive inning. Well, we've got some treats as our wonderful folks from our food and beverage staff able to show some of the specials that we will have coming up throughout this week, or I should say the next couple of days here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, as Braden Shoemake will line the first pitch foul off to the right side. We've got the All-American funnel cake, and I swear this thing is like 3 pounds. A funnel cake with red, white, and blue icing. We've also got the Starries and Stripes Dirty Soda. Next pitch to Shoemake will be taken high. These will all be found at Foul Ball Chicken here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Again, specials that are being run both Friday and Saturday on the 3rd and the 4th of July. Pitch to Shoemake. He'll foul off towards the left side. Lined out his first time up. So again, Foul Ball Chicken, let me tell you about the Starries and Stripes Dirty Soda here. Still trying to do a whole lot at once here in the broadcast booth. This is Grenadine Starry Soda Blue Chantilly Cream, which is sweetened whipped cream. As it's 1-2 the count to Shoemake. Here's the pitch. Popped it up foul out of play to the left side. All right, well, this might not be a good idea, but I'm going to try and take a sip here of the Starries and Stripes.
I mean, those look amazing.
You can't get the liquid through the cream on top. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still to Shoemake. Here's the pitch. Weak ground ball towards the right side. Tibbs has it. He's going to jog towards first and get the out. I'm sure I have that Chantilly cream now in my beard. We'll have to get a straw in between innings to get a better taste of that. And we'll dig into the All-American funnel cake as well. Again, these are specials being run on Friday, July the 3rd, as well as Saturday, July the 4th here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. And want to thank Director of Food Service Operations Will Fenwick, as well as Executive Chef Dwayne White, for providing these samples for us. First pitch to Shea Whitcomb is taken for a ball. Salazar now at second with 1 out. Whitcomb a double his first time up. Here's the 1-0. Up and away with a changeup. 2-0 pitch. Missed outside again. Now 3-0 with Lamont Wade Jr. on deck. Three-0 to Whitcomb. Takes one to the outside corner for a strike. I can't get over how big that funnel cake is.
Yeah, that's one serving?
I mean, if you can take it all down yourself, good for you. The pitch is up and in. That'll be ball 4. Second walk by Irvin.
Might be a better split.
Yeah. Lamont Wade Jr. now the batter. Grounded out his first time up. He'll bat left the pitch. Inside for ball 1. 2 on with 1 out for the Space Cowboys, trying to break a scoreless tie in the third. Pitch on the way. Called for a strike with a cutter. Last year, Wade splitting his time in the big leagues between the Giants and Angels. Here's the 1-1. And came inside and hit him. They're going to peel the check swing. He didn't go. Now, that's going to be a hit batter. The base is now loaded for DeZenzo. So Comets in some trouble here with the bases loaded and 1 out for the Space Cowboys. Alfonso out to talk with Irvin. I mentioned for Cole Irvin, Comets have won each of his last 7 starts entering tonight. During that time, he is 4-0. Has a 3.41 ERA with 13 runs and 33 hits allowed in 31 2/3 innings. DeZenzo for 1 on the strikeout. 3 of the first 4 reaching here in the third. Single by Salazar, ground out by Shoemake. Walked by Whitcomb, and now a hit batter of Wade. DeZenzo will bat right. Here's the pitch. A little bit outside with a changeup. 352 batter across his last 14 games entering tonight. Here's the 1-0. Called for a strike down in the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike to DeZenzo. It's Salazar at third. Whitcomb at second and Wade at first. One from Irvin. Called for a strike with a cutter on the outer part of the plate. Now Cole Irvin, not a big strikeout pitcher. These are the spots where a strikeout is the most ideal outcome. 1 ball and 2 strikes to DeZenzo. Here's the pitch. Down away with a changeup. Trenton Brooks on deck. DeZenzo 74 games with the Astros in his career. 2022 draft pick out of Ohio State. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch. He'll swing and miss for strike 3 to changeup. It's a big one to get the second out. Bases will stay full for Trenton Brooks. Brooks walked his first time up. He has the Space Cowboys' 1 and only grand slam of the season. In fact, it was a week ago tonight against El Paso. Brooks batting for the left side. First pitch to Brooks. He'll take it for strike 1 with a cutter. The bases stay full with 2 down. At the moment, still scoreless. Miller will play towards the middle. Fitzgerald about a third of the way off the line at third. 0-1 to Brooks. He'll ground one right side. Tibbs has it. He takes it himself, and Irvin gets his way out of the bases loaded. Bottom of the third inning, Comets in the Space Cowboys scoreless. First pitch from Josh Hendrickson. Swung out and fouled off the left side by Jack Sawinski. Now the Comets get out of a bases loaded jam at the top of this inning. Hendrickson facing the minimum through his first two. Here's the pitch. Sawinski starts his swing, could not hold it. And a pitch down and away. He will not challenge it. It's 0-2 to Sawinski, who has 3 straight multi-hit games entering tonight. Now batting .288. Half swing roller towards the left side. Ferreras bare hands, throws to first, not going to be in time. Excuse me, please. And a leadoff infield hit for Jack Sawinski.
He's got hits in 5 straight games now. Entered this game with 3 straight multi-hit performances.
Leadoff man is on for the first time, brings up Eliezer Alfonso. Pitch to Alfonso, bunts it from the right side, picked up by Salazar. Moving up the line, will throw over to first in time. A rare sac bunt by the Comets. Moves Sawinski in a scoring position. First time Comets have a man advanced to second tonight. Noah Miller, the hitter. No score at the bottom of the third. Miller batting .251, 8 home runs, 46 RBI. Switch hitter batting right. Pitch from Hendrickson. A curveball that misses low. Miller yesterday was 1 of 4 with a triple and a run scored. Has 8 triples on the year, which is tied for the most among all players in the minor leagues. In all levels. The pitch is swung at, line it is center. It's a base hit. Now Sawinski's going to have to hold and to wait to see if that ball was going to be caught. So he will stop at third, and it puts runners at the corners for Zach Earhart. Now the Comets overall have been hitting very well of late. But you look at the wins and losses, even though the overall hit totals tend to be similar, it's the hits with runners in scoring position which tend to be vastly different. There goes Miller. Pitch is fouled off to the right. Earhart flied out his first time up. You look at the Comets' last 8 games, they're 4-4. The 4 wins, it's 18 of 49 with runners in scoring position, and the 4 losses, 6 for 38. Throw to first base, not in time. Last night fall 4-3, their 13th straight game they lose when scoring 4 or fewer runs. The last 6 overall, they're batting .308. The pitch is down and away. It's a total of 40 runs and 66 hits in that time. Trying to take a 2-1 series lead tonight. Shoemake shaded to the middle. Comets hit into a double play last inning. Breaking ball's line in left center. It's a base hit. That's going to score Sawinski. Miller on over to third. Here's the throw from Spence. On a bounce, it gets past the third baseman. Good job by Hendrickson to back it up, though, as he tumbles near the Comets dugout. It's an RBI single, however. Hendrickson still down. Athletic training staff will head over towards Hendrickson, who gets him gingerly. Now, RBI single for Earhart. Earhart, there's no throwing error. Earhart was moving on the throw over to third. So just advancing on the throw. Throw was wide from Spence. And if Hendrickson doesn't get over to stop it, then it deflects off the dugout. Miller might have had a good chance to score. So Zach Earhart now up to a 3-6 start in the series with 3 RBI. Runners at second and third, still only 1 out. Ryan Fitzgerald is the batter. A pop out his first time up. Now Hendrickson back on the mound now. Infield will play in for Sugarland. First pitch from Hendrickson. Swings and fouls it back. Hendrickson in his last game against El Paso held El Paso 0 for 8 with runners on. The 0-1, big curveball for a strike. Hendrickson was picked up as a minor league free agent in April. Played independent ball last year. Able to showcase his skills at the World Baseball Classic for Australia in March. Here's the pitch. Little weak tapper. Runner coming home. Fielded by Hendrickson. He'll throw home, and the tag is in time as Miller was going on contact. Miller thrown out at the plate for the second out. Earhart will advance to third. And Alec Thomas will be the batter with 2 out and runners at first and third. 1-0 Comets in the third. Thomas 0 for 1 on the fly out to left. A step and throw to first. And Fitzgerald in safely. Now Hendrickson had 2 pickoff caught stealings in his last game against El Paso. The pitch. It's a breaking ball high. Shortstop Sacco play to the middle. Comets take the lead here in the bottom of the third and 1-0. Alec Thomas entering today, 10 of 25 his last 7 games. He's also drawn 6 walks in that time. The pitch is taken for ball 2. Hendrickson's 2-0. Swing and a miss at a cutter. Hendrickson from Australia came over to the U.S. Played collegiately. A couple of different junior colleges before finishing up at the University of San Diego. Originally signed by Philadelphia. It's 2-1. Swung at line deep towards the left side, but heading foul and will indeed go foul towards the corner. Inning start with an infield single by Jack Sawinski. Eliezer Alfonso a sac bunt. And Noah Miller base hit to put runners at the corners before Earhart's RBI single. Runners would end up at second and third on the play. Here's the pitch. Down and outside before Fitzgerald hitting into the fielder's choice with the lead runner thrown out of the play. Three-two. Breaking balls in there for strike 3. That'll end the inning, but the Comets in front. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 left.
Comets in front 1-0 heading into the 4th inning. Cole Irvin has seen traffic in each of his first 3 frames so far. He had the bases loaded with 1 away his last time up. As the first pitch into Ferreras is out of the zone. Allowed a single, a walk, and a hit by pitch before striking out Zach DeCenzo and then forcing Trenton Brooks to ground out to first. James Tibbs III stepping on the bag himself. It's the 1-0 dribbled foul first base side. Irvin paces the Comets in quality starts this year. He has 6 on the season. His last 4 have come in this ballpark, including his last 2 starts here. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ferreras. Takes a big cut, can't connect. Ferreras made his first appearance in the series yesterday. He was the difference maker. Had a pair of run-scoring singles in the 4th and 6th innings. It's part of a 2-for-4 day. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3rd strikeout now for Cole Irvin. There's 1 down in the 4th. Well, Alex mentioned it, Irvin, not much of a strikeout pitcher. At 37 and just under 76 innings this year. He's got 3 tonight. He had 5 when Irvin and the Comets traveled to Sugar Land. As 1 start there as this first pitch popped up shallow left field in foul territory. Ryan Ward charging in, that finds the seats. Irvin 5 strikeouts that start in Sugar Land May 31st. His season high is 6. That was last month in this ballpark against Reno. So Lucas Spence going to get his bat back after the foul ball. He grounded out to Irvin his last time up. He's back in the 2nd inning. Spence, an undrafted free agent signing 2 years ago out of Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. 0-1 now. Just misses top of the zone. Tried the sinker. Spence been a fast riser in the Astros system from undrafted to their 10th best prospect, according to MLB Pipeline. Played for 3 different levels in the system last year. Irvin fires, that nearly hits him. Spence had a duck out of the way for ball 2. Just 2 hits so far against Irvin. Retired 3 straight entering this at-bat. It's the 2-1, line hard towards left field. That's hooking towards the line. That is a foul ball. Nearly extra bases for Spence. Peppering that left side of the outfield. He's in a 2-2 hole against Cole, who is about to throw his 60th pitch. Been with the Comets since the very start of the year, was the Comets' opening day starter. Currently paces the PCL in ERA. Currently sitting at 3.65. Back in the box now, the center fielder Spence. Two-two. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dropped down in the slurve towards the dirt. Alfonso completes the tag. And it's back-to-back strikeouts for Irvin. He's got 4 in the night. Looking for his first 1-2-3 against Tommy Sacco Jr. Sacco flew out to right his first at-bat, the first time the Comets are seeing him this week. He played in 5 of the 6 games in Sugar Land. Pitch on the way. Big wave and a miss. Went back to the slurve. Sacco went 3 for 13, a double, a walk, 4 strikeouts. He also stole 2 bags in that series in late May against the Comets. Irvin in a rhythm right now. As the pitch misses away, went to the fastball. Pitch clock was down to 2. Sacco promoted from Double-A Corpus Christi May 7th. 3rd different season in a row at Sugar Land. 1-1 offering. Taken just above the zone. Tad outside as well in the sinker. Irvin, good start to this frame so far. 3 of his 4 strikeouts have come in the 3rd inning or later. Behind early on Sacco. 2-1 pitch is away. Irvin's already got 2 walks in this game, however, matching his total from each of his last 2 starts. He's also hit a batter tonight. Irvin looking for the strike zone, and he just able to clip it on the cutter. So the count goes full on Sacco, former 14th round pick by the Astros, 2022 out of TCU. Full count pitch, just away, ball 4. Couldn't get the cutter out of the zone. It's the 3rd walk of the night for Irvin. Sugarland's had a runner on every inning tonight. In steps Cesar Salazar, who has the last hit against Irvin. Leadoff single in the 3rd. He was stranded at 3rd. Came in as a defensive replacement yesterday for the Space Cowboys. Making his first start as he takes a strike. Took over after Colin Price had to leave the game late last night. He was placed on the IL before today's game. So we'll see a lot more of Salazar this series. The 0-1. Hit towards center field and deep. Alec Thomas chasing it back, and he's able to catch up to make the grab. So Cole Irvin gets around the 2-out walk. He struck out a pair during the 4th. Comets put up 3 hits in the 3rd inning, got a run out of it. The only run of this game so far. And now looking for more against Hendrickson. As James Tibbs III grounds this first pitch foul first base side. Tibbs struck out looking his first at bat today. A newly named top 100 prospect in all of baseball. Entering this series, number 98 in MLB pipeline. As the 0-1's cranked deep towards right field. Moving back is Whitcomb. That'll go near the wall. It'll take one hop off. It is a stand-up double for James Tibbs III to start out the frame. Got all of it on a curveball that found the middle of the zone. First extra base hit for the Comets. Those were hard to come by in the game last night. 19th double of the year for Tibbs, and it brings in Ryan Ward, who will look to inch ever closer towards Comets history, even more Comets history than he already has. He singled in the 2nd, now 2 hits away from tying the Comets all-time record in the Bricktown era. First offering is taken above the zone. Tibbs, by the way, with his double, extending a 12-game on-base streak. Longest active for the Comets. Ward ahead early as the 1-0's near the upper part of the zone. Couldn't connect. 2-0. Hendrickson allowing the first run of the game, an RBI single from Zach Earhart in the 3rd. First year in the Astros system as the 2-0 is fouled back. Played for a couple teams last year, mainly for the Kansas City Monarchs in the American Association. Also one appearance rather in the Atlantic League for the High Point Rockers. Then after the season went back home to Australia to play. 2-1 to Ward. Popped up towards left field near the foul line. Moving over is Wade, and he'll have enough room to make the catch. No tag from Tibbs as he escapes our vantage point. So Ward will stay 2 hits away. One down in the 4th for Austin Gauthier. Gauthier doubled off to end the 2nd inning, 5-4-3, making his first appearance in this series. Last we saw of Gauthier before the road trip in Reno was on fire, as the first pitch curveball misses low. Kept it going at the start of Reno, hit his first career grand slam. First since his collegiate days at Hofstra. 1-0 pitch. Big cut. Couldn't get there on the fastball near 91. James Tibbs the third at second. One way in this frame. Hendrickson deals as one grounded foul near the Comets dugout, just in front of it. Hendrickson ending his season in the Australian Baseball League in 2025 before making an appearance in the World Baseball Classic and then joining the Astros. It's jumped around the past year as Gauthier takes one just out of the zone on the curveball. And for Hendrickson, that was after missing all of 2024. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gauthier. As this pitch softly grounded towards third, Ferreira's going to have to make a running throw. On the bounce, they got him. Scooped up by Trenton Brooks. There's 2 away. Tibbs advancing to third on the throw. So it's up to Jack Sawinski. He led off last inning with a single, kind of that excuse me swing to the opposite side of the infield. He came around to score. Ferreira's the only man left side of the infield. Sawinski, the first pitch, breaks in for a strike on the slider. Comets trying to avoid coming up empty in this frame. Been in a lot of one-run games recently, trying to get out of that area early. Sawinski takes one just in. Tap of the helmet, though, from Salazar. First challenge for either side tonight. Sugarland won 3 of 4 challenges yesterday. They'll win their first one tonight. So Sawinski in an 0-2 hole. Hendrickson has 2 strikeouts so far tonight, as his 0-2 is well out. Sawinski's driven in 59 runs this year. He's got Tibbs at third. It's the 1-2. Swing, just getting a piece. Sits, hits the dirt, moves over towards the right side of Sawinski. So staying alive after the quick 0-2 hole. Tibbs started this frame, a hard hit double. One of 5 Comets hits tonight. 1-2 coming. That's outside. Comets drew just 1 walk yesterday, none so far in this game tonight. It's a team that is tied for the PCL lead in that category. 2-2 pitch. Foul behind. So Sawinski really making Hendrickson work. He's up to 60 pitches tonight. Coming off a solid performance against El Paso. Had been a struggle the prior 4 starts. Now is 2-2. Foul back again. Sawinski's fouled off 2 in a row, 3 in the at-bat. He'll see pitch number 8. Infield backed up, shifted right. See if Sawinski can keep battling. The 2-2 hit towards right field and deep. Whitcomb moving back. He's nearing the track, looks up, that's off the wall. Tibbs in to score as Sawinski stands at second with a double. Another multi-hit game for Jack Sawinski. He's 2 for 2. And the Comets lead is 2-0. That was a battle from Sawinski, that at-bat. Saw 8 pitches. Able to poke one out into right field. His 20th double of the season. Comets have scored runs each of the last 2 frames, and now Eliezer Alfonso trying to keep the rally going. Sacrifice bunt, his first at-bat of the night. As Alfonso takes a strike. Wearing 51 now is Alfonso. Him and Ha-Sung Kim swapping uniform numbers. Night off for Kim tonight. 0-1 now. Alfonso hits one towards shallow center. Moving in is Spence. Wade over from left, and Wade gives way to Spence, who will make the grab in center. And that ends the fourth inning. But the RBI double from Jack Sawinski with 2 away. Comets lead's grown a bit bigger for Cole Irvin. 2-0 is the score heading into the 5th inning. Top of the order up for a third time against Cole, Braden Shoemake, the man at the dish. As Irvin's first offering is taken for a strike lower part of the zone in the cutter. Shoemake 0 for 2 with a line out to first, a ground out to first. 0 for 5 to start out his rehab assignment. The 0-1 is taken away. Irvin already matching the innings output he had last week in Reno, going 4 innings. Through 86 pitches during that time. The 1-1 coming and missing just low. He's at 71 pitches now. So we'll see how far he's pushed. The Comets going a bullpen game yesterday, used 6 arms during that loss last night. For what was an overall good performance from the staff yesterday. It's the 2-1, that hit him. Shoemake was in his motion to start the swing, and he's still down. Holding that left hand, certainly not the sign you want to see. Getting checked on by the Sugarland training staff. Second batter that Irvin's hit. Got in towards the hands. Just a heavy grimace from Shoemake, who, as mentioned, on a rehab assignment currently, working from a right abductor strain, and looks like he's done for the day. So Sugarland going to have to go to its bench probably earlier than they hoped. See who comes out at first. That looks like Zach Cole. Cole switching his number the other day to 7. So he'll take over for Shoemake. We'll see what the defensive changes look like in the next half inning for Sugarland. They do have a leadoff man on for Shea Whitcomb. Whitcomb's been on both of his at-bats today. On a double and a walk. It's the first pitch from Cole's low and in. Been a base runner on every inning for Sugarland, trying to break through. Against Irvin, up over 70 pitches. The 1-0. That's low. Went to the changeup. Irvin's put up zeros, but seen 3 walks. We've seen 2 hit by pitches tonight. Falling behind early on, Whitcomb hears. This one's grounded towards short. Charging in Miller. Throw to second for 1. Back to first. That one's there. 10th straight game with a double play for the Comets. 6-4-3. Miller, Gauthier to Tibbs. Not a ton of time for Miller to make that play. It was slow hit toward short. But as clean as it gets, Tibbs able to hold on with that foot. 2 away now for Lamont Wade Jr. As he takes his first pitch for an inside strike. Drastically changes the inning for Irvin. And a hit by pitch was down 2-0 on Whitcomb. As now he's ahead 0-2 on Wade, went to a slurve. Wade was hit by a pitch in the third. He's also grounded out. Now the 0-2 finds the dirt, bounces in front of Alfonso. Wade had the day off yesterday. It's 1 for 3 with a walk, 2 strikeouts in the series opener. Down in the hole on Irvin. That's the 0-2, swung on and missed for strike 3. So Cole Irvin now 5 straight scoreless frames. He's got 5 strikeouts. Got some defensive changes for Sugarland after Braden Shoemake was taken out of the game on a hit by pitch. Zach Cole replaced him. He moves to right field as Noah Miller swings and misses on the first pitch. Pasquinel Ferreras moves from from third base to second base. And then Shea Whitcomb, who was originally in right field, he moves over towards third. As Miller quickly down 0-2 on Josh Hendrickson, the Comets have scored a run each of the last 2 frames, leading 2-0. Had a pair of doubles against Hendrickson in the 4th. Miller singled his last at-bat. 0-2 now. That's fouled away right side over the netting. So 3 defensive changes for Sugarland. Hendrickson still out there for the Space Cowboys on the mound. This pitch will be number 68. This 0-2 hit hard towards right field. Moving in is Cole, and he makes the first grab he has the opportunity for. 1 down.
I want to remind everyone you can send in your text messages to us here in the broadcast booth at 405-218-2126. Again, 405-218-2126. Questions, comments, please include your name and location in the body of the message so we can give you a proper hello.
Zach Earhart gave the Comets their early lead in the 3rd. See, he takes this first pitch away. If it weren't for Charlie Condon in Albuquerque, you would assume he would have been the PCL Player of the Month. That hasn't been announced yet, as the 1-0 is taken down. Earhart going .296, 9 homers, 21 RBI. Great month in June for Earhart. 9 of his 12 homers this season coming last month. It's now the 2-0 fouled away right side. Condon legging him out in almost every category. You would think he would be the one to get the award. So Earhart just getting back into the box. It's 1 for 2 overall today as Earhart. And the pitch, he has to back away.
Those awards also, they're all named by Major League Baseball. And I don't want to say popularity contest is the right word, but the guys that have some hype behind them tend to get them.
Earhart hits this one sky high towards right field. Cole waiting. Now moving a few steps in, he makes the catch. 2 quick outs to the new right fielder in Cole. And Earhart, it's very hard in this Dodger system to stand out. Dodgers pride themselves on having one of the best farm systems in baseball, and outfield a big part of it. A lot tougher to stand out, but he has made a name for himself this year. Ryan Fitzgerald trying to avoid a 1-2-3. He lays down a bunt. He'll have a chance to beat this one out. Hendrickson bobbles on the throw. He's safe. Fitzgerald lays one down and able to beat it out. Now a 7-game hitting streak.
And that is hit number 100 on the year for Fitzgerald. First in the PCL to do it.
At triple digits. And he does so via the bunt. This is Alec Thomas now. Comets trying to rally with 2 away. Scored their last run with 2 outs on the Sawinski double as Thomas takes a strike. Fitzgerald been such a big part of this Comets roster all year long. Batting average well over 300. As the 0-1s hit towards left field, moving foul, Wade chasing as it goes into the stands. Last year, Fitzgerald combined between AAA St. Paul and Minnesota had 68 hits. First time in triple digits since 2019. when he was still with the Red Sox system. Thomas down 0-2 quickly. Hendrickson throws over to first. He's got Fitzgerald in a pickle. He'll be out at second. That great pickoff move from Hendrickson caught 2 runners last week against El Paso. Cole Irvin going for quality start number 7. He's an inning away from doing just that. 2-0 the Comets lead. Game 3 of 6 against Sugar Land. As his first pitch is hit towards right field by DeCenzo. That is through for a leadoff single. Just the 3rd hit for the Space Cowboys tonight. Their first since the first batter in the 3rd. And DeCenzo making contact after a pair of early strikeouts. Well, Irvin now at 80 pitches on the night. Through 86 last week in Reno. And that was across 4 innings. Trenton Brooks now in. Walking a ground out for him tonight. So Irvin back in the stretch. He's been there often as the pitch taken in for a strike. Been at least one base runner in every inning so far. The Space Cowboys had men in scoring position each of the first 3 innings. Cole Irvin done a great job limiting damage as this one's lined foul towards the left side. It's been exactly what the Comets have needed in terms of length from their ace and Cole Irvin tonight. See what's in store in the back half of this game. 0-2 now, taken just high. Irvin a strikeout away from matching his season high. That was 6 May 19th at home against Reno. Still ahead on Brooks. Long look at first as the 1-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. He's got his 6th strikeout. He's got his first out in the 6th. Irvin had combined for 6 strikeouts over his last 4 starts as a whole. And he's got 6 overall in this game. He'll face Ferreras. This is a Space Cowboys team that leads the PCL in strikeouts as an offense. As the pitch taken away. Ferreras, now the second baseman for the Space Cowboys, is 0 for 2 tonight. As the Comets have their bullpen starting to ramp up. Right-hander is throwing. 1-0. Foul back. Hits the netting. Comets again at 6 pitchers in the game yesterday. 16 strikeouts to match a season high during that bullpen game. Man on at first is DeCenzo. Not a huge lead. That's the 1-1. It's well outside. DeCenzo, 2 steals during this series. That's Griff McGarry starting to warm up for the Comets. Two balls, 1 strike. Runners going. The pitch is taken high. Throw from Alfonso. That one's not in time. So 3rd steal this week for DeCenzo. He's got 9 on the season. Man goes into scoring position for Sugar Land. Irvin suddenly in danger of his 4th walk. As he delivers, and that one hit him. Another hit by pitch. That's the 3rd for Irvin tonight. That one got Ferreras lower left foot. Appears to be okay. He's making his way over towards first. What would have been ball 4 regardless. There's 2 men on now for Lucas Spence. Irvin at 89 pitches. There'll be a mound visit incoming. Irvin's season high in pitches is 94. It's May 7th against Salt Lake. Try to work out of one last jam tonight. He's had good success against Spence, a ground out and a strikeout. Irvin struck out 6, but has allowed 3 walks, 3 hits, and 3 hit batsmen. Mound visit comes to an end. Spence waiting to get in the box. Two for 10 against the Comets so far this year. Infield shifted outright. Spence takes the first pitch towards the dirt. 90 pitches now for Irvin. Descends to the lead runner at second. Ferreras at first. 1-0 now. Hit to right field and shallow. Charging in Earhart makes the leaping catch. That was hard hit, but right into the glove of Earhart. Now 2 down. And a quick out for Irvin. Only needed 2 pitches after the mound visit. We'll see if he gets that chance for one more for a quality start. Scott Hennessy making his way out. It's 91 pitches for Irvin. What's been a good day so far. And Hennessy makes the point over towards the Comets bullpen. So not a quality start for Irvin, but still 5 2/3 scoreless as of now. We'll see if Griff McGarry can keep that going. This is Comets Baseball presented by Courtyard by Marriott, Oklahoma City downtown. Griff McGarry taking over for Cole Irvin with 2 runners on and 2 away in the top of the 6th inning. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by SoFi. McGarry making his first appearance since June 26th in Reno. He got 2 outs in that frame, but allowed 2 runs, 1 hit, and 2 walks. He'll face Tommy Sacco Jr., who's 0 for 1 with a fly out and a walk. Walk was the only man to reach against Irvin in that 4th inning. Sacco 3 hits against the Comets this season. Both came during the road series in May. Big at-bat for McGarry, trying to keep the Comets in front by 2. His first pitch is well out of the zone. The fastball at 96. McGarry making his 21st relief appearance with the Comets this season. The 1-0 inside near the back foot. So two early balls to start against Sacco, the TCU product. Waiting is McGarry, now deals, and it's 3 straight balls. Another high fastball at 97. Cesar Salazar would be on deck. The 3-0 now. That's outside. It's 4 straight balls. And the walk drawn by Sacco to load the bases. 4th walk for Comets pitchers. Now in steps Salazar. The catcher has 1 hit in this game in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 2. McGarry 4 straight out of the zone, 3 fastballs. See how he starts the catcher. And it's 5 straight. Try the outside sweeper. Best scoring chance for the Space Cowboys tonight. 1-0 pitch. And that's just out. Didn't miss by too much from McGarry. He's now down 2-0. Infield backed up for the Comets. McGarry fires. And that one's low of the zone. 7 straight balls. One more would bring in the first run for the Space Cowboys. Huge offering from Griff. Now his 3-0 is in ball 4. And that's how the Space Cowboys score their first run of the game. 2 straight walks from McGarry. DeCenzo in to score. And the Comets' lead is 2-1. No strikes yet for McGarry, who now will face Zach Cole making his first plate appearance tonight. As Cole takes a strike. McGarry pumped one up at 98. Cole coming in to replace Brayton Shoemake, who was hit by a pitch in the 5th. 0-1 now. That one nearly hit him. Just missed in. Cole made a couple appearances in this series so far. 5 for 29 against the Comets this season. Playing in his 8th game. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the sweeper. The Comets bullpen is active again. It's Keenan Middleton getting loose just in case. McGarry in command against Cole. His 1-2. Called strike 3. Comets lead is 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Alec Thomas was at the plate when Ryan Fitzgerald was picked off last inning. Now gets a fresh at-bat. This first pitch poked into shallow center field. Lucas Spence making his way in. He makes the catch. And there's an out quickly in the 6th against Josh Hendrickson, who put up a 0 in the 5th. Has worked around 7 hits tonight. Only 2 runs coming across. A much better frame compared to the prior 2 where a run came across. Now James Tibbs III coming in. He doubled his last inning, or his last time up. So he takes a big cut. Couldn't connect for the first strike. Line is done for Cole Irvin. The run that came across and the bases loaded walk was added to his total as Tibbs grounds one into the Sugarland dugout. 5 2/3 for Cole Irvin tonight. 3 hits, 1 run. He walked 3, he struck out 6. He also hit 3 batters. He's the first Comet to hit 3 batters in a game this year. As the pitch taken away. Left with the Comets in front, now trying to hold it as this 1-2's just away. It's up to the Comets offense now to try and build up that lead. Hendrickson just over 80 pitches. 2-2 pitch, foul behind him. Comets during the first 2 games of the series have struggled against the Space Cowboys bullpen. So want to get to Hendrickson while they can. Another 2-2 offering finds the dirt. Came up scoreless against the bullpen on Tuesday. Scored 2 runs against Joey Mancini in the 5th, who was charged with the win in the game yesterday. As the Space Cowboys scored the next half inning, there were no runs the rest of the way. Full count pitch now. Tibbs grounds one towards second. Waiting for Ferreras. Throw to first is in time. And there's 2 outs now for Hendrickson. After the 4th inning, where the Comets scored their last run, the only hit for OKC has been the bunt single by Ryan Fitzgerald. Ryan Ward in for his 3rd at-bat. He's 1 for 2. Flew out near left field, foul territory his last at-bat. Singled earlier today as he grounds one up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Now one away from tying the Comets' all-time record. That's thanks to a 2-for-3 start tonight. Two-out base hit keeps the inning going for Austin Gauthier. Well, Ward had 2 hits during the first 2 games of the series. He's doubled that during this outing. Gives an at-bat to Austin Gauthier. Back in the stretches, Hendrickson. This one swung on and missed. Well, Ryan Ward now 461 career hits as a OKC ball player. Drew Avens, the all-time record at 462. As this one's fouled back by Gauthier. With the crowds coming up the next couple days for OKC, this will be a great time for Ward to make some history. This being one of 3 consecutive fireworks nights. It's the 0-2 nearly getting Gauthier on the hands. Gauthier's grounded out to third twice today, his first appearance of the series. Now the 1-2. That one's up the middle. That's due for a base hit. Got under the glove of Hendrickson. First hit for Gauthier tonight. And there's 2 singles in a row and 2 away. Well, Sugarland's got some action in its bullpen. A righty is throwing. And a mound visit ensuing. Cesar Salazar coming out. And it looks like that'll be all for whoever comes out in the mound visit. It looks like Hendrickson will stay in this game. He faces Jack Sawinski. He's been off to a good start against Hendrickson tonight. 2 for 2. He doubled in the 4th to bring home the last Comets run. It's the replay that was just shown. Hendrickson at 89 pitches, which ties a season high. Also threw that amount June 5th against El Paso, and now a late mound visit will end the day for Hendrickson. So originally just Salazar, now the entire infield comes in. And Mickey Story going to take the ball away from his starter before the at-bat to Sawinski. This is Comets Baseball presented by Courtyard by Marriott, Oklahoma City downtown. Sugarland going to turn to an old friend in Sam Carlson, who pitched for the Comets last year. Coming in a big spot, 2 men on, 2 away. Jack Sawinski heading to the plate, as it originally looked like Josh Hendrickson will get this at-bat. Late switch from Mickey Story. The turn to Carlson gave him more time to toss as he makes his 24th appearance of the season, his first of the series. He's 3-1 with a 4.05 ERA. He struggled during the series in Sugarland against the Comets. Allowed a combined 5 runs in 2 1/3 innings of work. Struggled with walks. He allowed 4 free passes during that series. So he gets a crack to try and slow down Sawinski, who's now had 4 straight multi-hit games, including tonight. Doubled in the 4th, Runners on first and second, 2 down. First pitch from Carlson is taken low and in. Carlson, all of last year with OKC, 4-2, 4.22 ERA in 45 appearances. 1-0 to Sawinski. Hit to shallow center. Moving in is Spence, and he makes the catch.
Top of the 7th inning, the Comets leading 2-1. Keenan Middleton is the new pitcher for the Comets. His 27th appearance, 2-1 with 2 saves, ERA of 4 even, 27 innings, 13 runs, 12 earned, 28 hits, 18 walks against 23 strikeouts. It's got Shea Whitcomb, Lamont Wade Jr., and Zach DeZenzo coming up. Whitcomb 1-2 in the walk, held out from the right side. Gauthier will play to the middle, and Fitzgerald near the line at third. First pitch from Middleton, a bit high with a slider. So for Comets starting pitcher Cole Irvin, 5 2/3 innings, 1 run, 3 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Also hit 3 batters. Old Sugarland 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Called for a strike with a fastball. Griff McGarry, third of an inning, no runs or hits, 2 walks and a strikeout. Had one of his 2 inherited runners score. Through 12 pitches, 3 strikes. 1 ball and a 1 strike to Whitcomb. Here's the pitch from Middleton. Grounded foul off to the left side. Whitcomb a double in the first, a walk in the third, hit into a double play in the 5th. Comets with 1 run each in the 3rd and 4th. The Space Cowboys on the board last inning. One ball, 2 strikes to Whitcomb. Here's the next pitch. A little bit outside. Last game for Middleton Saturday night in Reno. 1 inning pitch, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way home. Fouls off a slider. Cowboys enter tonight having won 7-9. Down by a run of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Breaks his bat on a flare to the right side of the infield. And Middleton will pick it up just as it went foul. I don't know if he got there in time to possibly pick it up when it was still on the chalk or not. Whitcomb's going to have to get a new bat. Dodgers will open up a series against the Padres tonight. Game that will start about 15 minutes at Dodger Stadium. It's Roki Sasaki on the mound for the Dodgers against Randy Vasquez of the Padres. Another roster move today involving the Comets, calling a Paul Gervais and optioning Charlie Barnes, who went 7 innings out of the bullpen last night in the loss against the Athletics. The pitch fouled off to the right side. It is a one-piece night tonight. That is an anime series. I wasn't sure what it was. But all reports saying just the traffic in the crowd's absolutely insane at Dodger Stadium tonight for that. Here's the pitch. Popped it up on the right side of the infield. Tibbs is coming in. Middleton pointing it out. Tibbs halfway between the mound and the line will make the catch. 1 away in the 7th. This is empty from Lamont Wade Jr. It's 2-1 Comets in the 7th inning. Wade is 0-2 and had been hit by a pitch. In from the left side of the plate. Here's the pitch from Middleton. Called for strike 1. Question from Ralph Soto in Oklahoma City on the text line asking what is the record, Bricktown Air record for longest hitting streak? 0-1. The count to Wade. Here's the pitch. Takes it down and in. That is Anderson Hernandez. 30 straight in 2011. One ball in it. One strike to Wade. The pitch from Middleton. A little high. Wade ground out of the first, hit my pitch in the third, struck out of the fifth. Middleton's 2-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. Two balls, two strikes to Wade. Here's the pitch. Just outside with a changeup, a full count with Zach DeZenzo on deck. Three-two to Wade. And he'll take low for ball four. Now Wade aboard with one out in the seventh inning. Space Cowboys down 2-1. Zach DeZenzo, the hitter. DeZenzo 1 for 3 with a run scored. He'll bat right. First pitch to DeZenzo. A little bit outside. 2-1 Comets in the seventh, tying run on with one out. So for the Comets tonight, 6 walks to go along with 3 hit batters. 1-0 to DeZenzo. The pitch on the way. Swings it. It's a fly ball towards center. Thomas is back. Thomas on the track. Gonna make the catch right in front of the wall at his side. DeZenzo just missed it. And now there's 2 down for Trenton Brooks. Brooks tonight 0 for 2 in the walk. Bats from the left side of the plate. First pitch to Brooks. It's down for ball 1. Wade remains at first, 2 down. A walk in the second, ground out in the third, strikeout in the sixth. Miller will play the left-handed hitter towards the middle. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Swings and it's a sharp ground ball in left center field for a base hit. Wade on up to second. 2 on for Ferreras. Ferreras 0 for 2 and has been hit by a pitch. Last night, a pair of 2-out RBI singles will look to tie this game here in the seventh inning. Wade now at second, and Brooks at first picks up his first hit of the series. First pitch to Ferreras. Tied for ball 1. Popped out of the second, struck out of the fourth, and hit by a pitch in the sixth. One to 0 the count to Ferreras. The pitch from Middleton. That's high for ball 2. Spence on deck. Saw the Space Cowboys get a 2-out run last inning. Trying to do the same here in the seventh. Behind Ferreras, 2-0 the pitch. Upstairs, ball 3. Left-hander Garrett McDaniels warming in the Comets bullpen. Middleton looking to battle back behind 3-0. His pitch on the way. Called for strike 1. Innings over, the popped out by Whitcomb. Wade was walked. Zenzo a fly out to deep center before the Brooks single. Now 3-1 to Ferreras. Here's the pitch. Swings and lifts a high fly in a left. Ward trouble finding it. Still moving. Can't locate it. And it is off the bottom of the wall. 2 runs are going to end up scoring. And Sugar Land takes the lead at 3-2 as Ward never saw it. It stayed in play, landed on the track. Lucas Spence now the batter. He is 0 for 3 tonight. All 3 Sugar Land runs with 2 outs the last 2 innings. A ground ball towards the middle. Miller is up with it, throws to first in time. That'll end the inning. But the Space Cowboys have taken the lead. 2 runs, 2 hits, and 1 left. Heading to the bottom of the 7th. Comets now trail 3-2. This Oklahoma City Comets baseball presented by Courtyard by Marriott, Oklahoma City downtown. Comets playing from behind for the first time tonight. First pitch to Eliezer Alfonso. A switch hitter batting left, called for a strike. 0 for 1, a sac bunt in the 3rd and a fly out in the 4th. Sam Carlson got the final out of the 6th inning, left 2 on base. Counted 0-1. Here's the pitch to Alfonso. Missed down and outside with a breaking ball. So for Josh Hendrickson, it'll be a no decision tonight. 5 2/3 innings, 2 runs, 9 hits. No walks and 2 strikeouts. Sugar Land has taken the lead on a missed fly ball in the lights or dusk. And ends up allowing 2 runs to score. Pitch is fouled off to the right side. And for Sugar Land, it is just their 2nd multi-run inning against the Comets in the entire season series, now in its 9th game. The first one they have in 7 games against OKC. The pitch is high, it's 2-2. Alfonso Miller and Earhart due up. The 2-2. Missed a little bit outside, a full count. Right-hander Logan Van Wy, who also pitched last night, warming the Sugar Land bullpen. Here's the 3-2. Pokes it foul, so the first 2 games of this series. A combined 8 innings from the Sugar Land bullpen, allowing 2 runs and 6 hits. Both runs scored in 1 inning. Comets held scoreless from the 6th inning on in both games. The pitch is swung out and missed for strike 3. One away for Noah Miller. Sugar Land in front 2-1, or excuse me, 3-2 down the 7th. Noah Miller, the batter, he's 1 for 2 tonight. A switch hitter batting left. The pitch from Carlson lands a slider on the outer part of the plate for a strike. A single in the 3rd and a line out in the 5th for Miller. Sacco plays towards the middle. Here's the pitch. Down and outside. Next switch from Carlson. It's popped out left side towards the seats. Whitcomb over to the screen. It's out of play. Carlson entering tonight's 6 consecutive scoreless outings. 6 1/3 innings with 3 hits and 10 strikeouts in that time. 1-2 the count to Miller. Here's the pitch from Carlson. Swings and misses at a breaking ball down. Salazar up with it will tag Miller for the second out. So Zach Earhart, the batter, he's 1 of 3 with an RBI single. Comets trail 3-2 in the 7th. Held that from the right side. First pitch from Carlson. Missed away, ball 1. Earhart a fly out of the first, RBI single the third, fly out of the 5th. Ferreras will move towards the middle. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch from Carlson. Down and outside, ball 2. The next pitch. Missed for ball 3. Ryan Fitzgerald on deck. Sugarland yet to walk anyone tonight. The pitch. Earhart swinging 3-0. And on one hand, I get it. Down by 1, take a shot, but that pitch well inside. And again, it's always easy for us to say that sitting up here. One walk yesterday, none tonight for Sugarland. They've done an excellent job of limiting walks lately. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses at a pitch that appeared to be up. Now it is a full count. Carlson's 3-2. Fouled out a play to the right side. To Earhart. Flies it into center field. Shallow for Spence, angling to his left, still moving, will make the catch. And the Comets down 24 innings, 12 runs, 8 earned, 21 hits, 19 walks, 17 strikeouts. Facing Tony Sacco Jr., Cesar Salazar, and Braden Shumay. Sacco for one of the pair of walks, switch hitter batting right, pitch a strike. Fly out of the second, walks in the 4th and 6th. 3 2-out runs between the 6th and 7th innings for the Space Cowboys to take the lead. Here's the pitch. McDaniel's missing a little bit outside. Keenan Middleton, 1 inning pitch, 2 runs, 2 hits, a walk, and no strikeouts. 24 pitches, 13 strikes. Again, I can't say definitively if that ball was going to be caught. Had Ward seen it, I think the likelihood was pretty good, as the pitch is fouled off towards the on-deck hitter Salazar. Just a tough sequence of events. One and 2 to Sacco. The pitch from McDaniels. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Comets up to 8 strikeouts tonight. One away in the 8th. It'll bring up Salazar. Salazar 1 and 2 with a bases loaded walk. Held that from the left side. The pitch from McDaniels. Starts it with a slider for a strike. And Aaron McDaniels was really hitting his stride when he unfortunately went on the injured list with a back injury. It's his first game action since June 13th, when he threw 2 scoreless in Charlotte. The pitch swung out and missed, and now it's 0-2. There have been quite a few back injuries for Comets pitchers this year. balls, 2 strikes. The count to Salazar. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. Swings just, got a piece of a slider. And why back up and throwing in the Sugar Land bullpen? Another question we got on the text line tonight from Dustin in Valley Center, California, asking about player contracts. It's 0-2 to Salazar. Here's the next pitch. Fouled it back, asking, do minor league players sometimes have multi-year deals? Well, Dustin, to start off by answering the question, if you're in the original organization, the team that either drafts you and signs you or just signs you originally, you're signing what's called a uniform player contract. They counted 0-2. Here's the pitch. That's fouled down as it rolls towards the line. And that locks you in basically for 6 years for the time you sign. Again, that's just your first pro contract, the uniform player contract. But most of the time, minor league free agents, the large majority are going to be one-year deals. As minor league free agent, that's again if you've either been released before your 6 years are up or you reach free agency after those 6 years are up. No balls in it. 2 strikes to Salazar. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. Takes it low. Sometimes you will see guys sign multi-year deals, say if they're hurt, and like say they sign it in the middle of one season. We saw it, for instance, with Wyatt Mills, Matt Gorski currently on the Comets, signing their deals in the middle last year when they were recovering from injuries. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off. Salazar battling here with 1 out of the 8th inning. Most of the time, if someone signs as what's called a minor league free agent, it is a one-year deal more often than not. Pitch down and away. 9th pitch will be due up next here to Salazar, who got down 0-2. But he has fouled off 4 pitches. Cole on deck. The pitch from McDaniels. Swings, fouled off another one. 3-2 Sugar Land in the 8th inning. Right-hander Chase McDermott starts solution for the Comets. The pitch from McDaniels. Breaking balls in there for strike 3, but challenged by Salazar. And it did miss inside. Now 3-2. Space Cowboys retain their 2 challenges. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. Down for ball 4. Well, some walks are taken and some walks are earned. That one was earned by Salazar. Ends up being 11 pitches. He'll be on for Braden Shumate. Comets yet to record a clean inning tonight. Oh, excuse me, for Zach Cole. He replaced Shumate in the 5th inning. Cole struck out at his first at bat. The pitch called for a strike. 3-2 Sugar Land in the 8th inning. There goes Salazar. Pitch down and away. Throw down to second is close and in time. And Salazar caught stealing for the 2nd out. Miller applying the tag on Salazar, trying to get to the back of the base, but missed it. Now 2 down. Base is empty for Cole. The count 1-1. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Comets in the bottom of the 8th inning. Gonna have Fitzgerald, Thomas, and Tibbs due up. If anyone gets on Ward. 1-2 to Cole. Swings and it's a line drive into left. It's going to fall in front of Ward for a base hit. Cole's first hit of the series. Inning continues for Shea Whitcomb. Whitcomb 1 of 3 with a double and a walk. He'll bat right. The pitch from McDaniels. Up in his own, strike one. Doubled in the first, walked in the third, hit into a double play in the fifth, popped out of the seventh. Gauthier shaded to the middle. Here's the pitch. There goes Cole. Good jump. Throw down to second is not in time. Grazed off the glove and body of Cole. So McDaniel still employs that higher leg kick even with a runner on. Now a man in scoring position as the Space Cowboys look to score in a third straight inning. One and one to count to Whitcomb. Here's the pitch from McDaniels. Missed outside. Now the 2-1. Breaking ball is called for a ball, but challenged by Alfonso. And that pitch was low. So the Comets lose a challenge. They've got one left. 3-1 to Whitcomb. A pitch on the way. Called for a strike with a fastball. .24 pitches now in the inning for McDaniels. Of course, a large chunk of that was against Salazar. 3-2 to Whitcomb. McDaniels delivers home. Swing and a miss for strike three. Gets him on a slider. That'll keep the Comets within one. On the eighth inning, Comets trailing 3-2. New pitcher for the Space Cowboys, Logan Van Wy, works on back-to-back nights. Face Ryan Fitzgerald, Alec Thomas, James Tibbs the third. Van Wy's 28th appearance, 2-3, 5.74 ERA, 26 2/3 innings, 18 runs, 17 earned, 34 hits, 9 walks in it, 38 strikeouts. First pitch outside, ball one. Ryan Fitzgerald 1 of 3 tonight. The pitch, he'll swing and miss. Sam Carlson retired all 4 batters he faced between the 6th and 7th, struck out 2, stranded 2 inherited runners, and threw a total of 20 pitches. 1 ball in it. 1 strike to Fitzgerald. Swings and hits a liner towards left center field. Wade coming over, reaches up and is going to make the catch. One away for Alec Thomas. Logan Van Wy's been a very good pitcher for Sugar Land the last few years. A little surprised, though, with this run of left-handers. Mickey Story not going to their one lefty, Tom Cosgrove, but of course, Mickey knows his team a heck of a lot better than I do. First pitch on the way to Alec Thomas. It's outside. Thomas 0 for 3 tonight. Here's the 1-0. It's a fly ball, deep center field. Spence is back on the track, right at the wall, is going to make the catch. Two pretty tough luck outs to start off this bottom of the 8th inning. Of James Tibbs the third, who's 1 for 3 with a double. First pitch It's outside. It has been challenged by Salazar. Result of the pitch was outside. Call is confirmed. So the Space Cowboys down to one challenge along with the Comets. The pitch to Tibbs. It's outside. Just seems so far this series, once the sixth inning begins, doesn't matter if the Comets hit the ball hard or soft. Just the hits aren't coming. Here's the pitch. It's outside, 3-0. Ryan Ward on deck. 3-0 to Tibbs. Another 3-0 swing. We saw one by Earhart last time. And again, it was a pitch that was out of the zone. The next pitch to Tibbs. Called for a strike. Tossed the bat aside. Thought it might have been ball four. Will not challenge it. It does get the bottom boundary. Now Van Wise 3-2. Fouled off out of play behind the plate. Two to Tibbs. It's outside for ball four. The first walk of the night. The first walk since the second inning yesterday. Tying run will be on for Ryan Ward. And a visit coming up from Sugarland pitching coach Sean Buchanan. Tomorrow night's game will begin at 7:05. Another fireworks night here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Also Cosmic Tiki night. First 1,000 fans get a luggage tag featuring Comets mascot Orbit. Presented by Okana. The Jackson Ferris on the mound for the Comets against Ryan Weiss of the Space Cowboys. Ryan Ward tonight, 2 for 3. Singles in the second and sixth, and a fly out in the fourth. Ward bats left. First pitch, a sweeper, swung out and missed. And including tonight from the sixth inning on, here this series, the Comets 4 for 33 from the sixth inning on. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is outside, but again, there were two very well hit balls to start this inning, both resulting in outs.
Help us, Ryan, you're only hope.
1-1 to count the pitch. Swings and misses at a fastball. And Y ahead at 1-2. Next pitch comes home. Pokes it foul out of play the left side. Loudest this park has been all night. Trying to urge on Ryan Ward and the Comets. Here's the pitch. He pops it up. It's behind the plate. Salazar looking towards the screen. It gets into the second row. Last night, Van Wy in a one-run game of the eighth inning gave up a leadoff hit, but then retired the next three straight. 1-2 to Ward. Here's the pitch from Van Wy. Swing and a foul tip for strike 3 will end the inning. No runs, no hits, and a runner left. We go to the 9th. Sugar Land ahead at 3-2. Top of the 9th inning, the Comets trail 3-2. New pitcher is right-hander Chase McDermott. They'll face Lamont Wade Jr. That's from the left side of the plate, the pitch. Down and in, ball 1. Wade on base twice tonight. Grounded out of the first, hit by a pitch in the third, struck out of the 5th, and walked in the 7th. One of the 2 runs to score in that fly ball hit by Ferreras to left that Ward could not locate. Here's the pitch. Called for a strike, and 2 runs would score in that inning. That is the difference at the moment. It's McDermott's 21st appearance. He's 1-2 with 1 save and a 4.95 ERA, 20 innings, 13 runs, 11 earned, 16 hits, 16 walks, 35 strikeouts. The pitch fouled back by Wade. DeZenzo and Brooks due up next. One and 2 to Wade. Here's McDermott's pitch. That'll miss high. Garrett McDaniels 1 inning, no runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts, 25 pitches, 16 strikes. Comets looking for another double-digit strikeout game. Now at 9. The pitch to Wade. He'll swing and a line drive to deep right field. Earhart hustling over to his left, going to make a running grab. Great grab by Zach Earhart will start the 9th inning. Zach DeZenzo the batter. Space Cowboys have a 3-2 lead. Trying to win back-to-back games against the Comets for the first time this year. Roddery Munoz warming in the Sugar Land bullpen. Closed out a 1-run game with a 1-2-3 9th inning last night. Pitch to DeZenzo up and in. This game for McDermott Sunday night was the winning pitcher. Here's the pitch. Called for a strike. Inning and a third. Retired all 4 batters he faced. Struck out 2. One and 1-2 to Zenzo. The pitch from McDermott. Just outside. It's now 2-1. Zenzo with strikeouts in the 1st and 3rd. Single and scored in the 6th. Flied out to deep center in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Called for a strike. Now 2-2 to DeZenzo. He'll ask for his batter timeout. Pitch from McDermott. It's outside. Two to DeZenzo. Popped it up. Shallow right. Got the ear back. Earhart in. Got the ear under it and will make the catch. 2 away for Trent Brooks. Comets in the bottom of the 9th inning have Gauthier, Sawinski, and Alfonso due up. Sugar Land still an opportunity if they can rally to extend the 1-run lead. Brooks 1-3 with a walk and a run scored. He'll bat left. Here's the pitch from McDermott. It's outside for ball 1. Comets took a 2-0 lead in the 6th. There were runners at first and second, 2 out. Back-to-back walks forced in a run. 1-0 to Brooks. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a cutter down low. And then in the 7th inning with It was just a runner at first with 2 out. Brooks singled. Then Ferreras hit a fly ball to deep left field. Unfortunately, Ryan Ward just never saw it. Ends up landing on the warning track, and it ends up as a 2-run double to pitch. Brooks will foul it back. And meanwhile, the Comets have not threatened much at the plate of late.
What prep school did you go to?
1-2 to Brooks with 2 down in the 9th inning. McDermott sets it a ball in 2 strikes. Here's his pitch. A splitter that missed outside. They appeal the check, swing, and in go. McDermott's 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. There's number 10 for the Comets tonight. Bottom of the 9th inning, the Comets trailing 3-2. Roderick Munoz for a second straight night will look to close out a 1-run win for the Space Cowboys. They did 1-2-3 last night. They'll face Austin Gothier batting right. First pitch from Munoz. Swings and it's a fly ball. Deep right center field. Spence coming over towards the gap just in front of the track is going to make the catch. It is just another hard hit out. All you can do is just throw your arms up in the air. One down for Jack Sawinski. Two for 3 with an RBI double tonight. That's from the left side. Pitch from Munoz. It's inside for ball 1. Munoz now makes his 28th appearance. 3 2/3 saves. 4.08 ERA. 28 2/3 innings, 18 runs, 13 earned, 21 hits, 11 walks against 40 strikeouts. Struck out 2 batters last night. Here's the pitch. It's outside 2-0 to Sawinski. Logan Van Wy is scoreless 8th. No hits, walked 1, struck out 1 through 18 pitches. Same chain of command as last night. Van Wy in the 8th, Munoz in the 9th. Here's the pitch. Down and outside, 3-0. Comets in 3 previous appearances against Munoz. Been held scoreless. He's allowed just 1 hit, struck out 4. It's 3-0 to Sawinski with 1 away in the 9th inning. The next pitch from Munoz. Inside for ball 4. Tying run will be on with 1 out for Eliezer Alfonso. And again, the Space Cowboys had a string of 14 consecutive innings without a walk, or 1 last inning and 1 here in the 9th. Alfonso for 2 with a sac bunt, a switch hitter batting left. Munoz with a pitch. Swing and a miss, big cut on a cutter. Shortstop Sacco will play to the middle. Sugarland has made this ballpark Constellation Field north of late. Trying to close out another win here. Here's the pitch. Swings and it's a fly ball right center field. This one is down. Sawinski on the way to third. Throw is in a second. And Alfonso's base hit will put the tying run at third and the winning run at first. First hit of the night for Alfonso. It's another double-digit hit game for the Comets. 6 of their last 7 now. We will have a pinch runner as Sung Kim will run for Alfonso. Alfonso finishes tonight and 1 for 3. Sack bunt. Miller's 1 for 3 tonight. Struck out against Munoz yesterday. Whitcomb is in at third. Sack will play to the middle. Miller switch hitter batting left. Pitch from Munoz. Slider down and in, 1-0. Sawinski at third. Kim at first. And a one-run game in the ninth inning. 1 ball at it. No strikes to Miller. Munoz delivers home. Slider down to the zone, strike 1. A single in the third, line out to right in the fifth, and a strikeout of the seventh for Miller. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Next from Munoz. Swing and a miss at a slider. Miller will step out, tighten up the batting gloves, down to the count at 1-2, asks for his batter timeout. Munoz sets it a ball in 2 strikes. Here comes his pitch. Kim's going to take off. The pitch is swung at and missed for strike 3. But Kim will take second. So the Comets are down to their final out. But now you have the tying run at third and winning run at second. As Hae-Sung Kim gets the Comets' first stolen base in 15 games. Have a mound visit from Sugarland pitching coach Sean Buchanan. Huge spot here for Earhart. Got a little jumpy last time up in the 7th. Got in a 3-0 count, swung at a pitch way inside, then at a pitch high. Ended up flying out later in the at-bat. 1-4 with an RBI single tonight. Well, the Comets, they enter tonight for their last 5 losses by 1 run. Trying to avoid that fate tonight. Also trying to avoid losing for what would be the 7th time this year when only allowing 3 runs or less. Happened only 5 times all of last year. Earhart will bat right. Here we go. First pitch from Munoz. Down and away, ball 1. It is Sawinski at third, Kim at second. Outfielders at regular depth. Second baseman Ferreras towards the middle. 1-0 the count to Earhart with Sugarland leading 3-2 and 2 outs in the ninth. The pitch from Munoz. Slider down and outside. 2-0 to Zach Earhart. Munoz coming set at 2 balls, no strikes. His next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss at a cutter. Definitely in the zone, now 2-1. Earhart a fly out of the first, an RBI single to third, fly outs in the 5th and 8th. Sugarland clinging to a 3-2 lead. 2 balls and a strike. Munoz delivers home. Inside for ball 3. Ryan Fitzgerald is on deck. Earhart trying to extend or possibly even win the game. Count now at 3-1. Munoz set at the belt. Delivers home to Earhart. Outside, ball 4. They're going to be loaded for Fitzgerald. The second walk of the inning. It had 1 all game. And now 2 within the last 4 batters. Ryan Fitzgerald is 1 for 4 tonight. Bases loaded, 2 out, 1 run game in the 9th inning. Fitzgerald will bat left. The pitch on the way. He'll swing and ground one to the right side. It is stopped by Ferreras, who throws to first, and that ends the game. So Sugar Land will escape with a 3-2 win as the Comets leave the bases loaded to end things here tonight. They'll suffer a second consecutive one-run loss in the hands of the Space Cowboys. 3-2 the final score. We're back in a moment in this Oklahoma City Comets baseball presented by Courtyard by Marriott, Oklahoma City downtown.